Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it again with a Let's Play video, continuing where we left off on Dragalia Lost. Before we move on to chapter 26 and the end of the story, we need to see the finality of the ascension of our Lord and Savior, Gala Emil. So, we're gonna go through the rest of the Stranded Scions, then we're going to look at someone else's Gala Audric story, Gala Emil's story, and then ending off with Operation at Your Service. And since I don't have any chat to interact with, we're just gonna get this going. So last time, the Stranded Scions, basically all the royal family, minus Valix and Varys. I guess it's easier to just say that all the royal family that you see on the screen right now went on a vacation, went terribly wrong, they're shipwrecked now, and they're being hunted down by a shiny Barbary, or something like that. And I believe that we had quite the cliffhanger last time, so let's get into it. The will to carry on. Mic check, indeed. Mike is feeling okay. It took you long enough, and I don't see Leonidas. Where is he? Right, Leonidas, literally went off a cliff. That was the cliffhanger. Well, I see. I went right down to check the bottom of the cliffs, but I couldn't find any sign of him. I really hope he's okay. What sort of fantasy world are you living in? It's a veritable death trap of rocky reefs and wild waves down there. That fool! He had it coming! Going on and on with his holier-than-thou attitude just to drop dead that easily. Yeah, you basically had that coming. You really think that Leonidas is gonna go out like that? In any case, is there a line forming? Oh boy. We're already starting with the wire. Gotta love it. Chell! Notice how Yuden doesn't look too concerned? He's just like, well, I wanted to do that too, but I wasn't gonna be so upfront about it. Come on. Some decorum, Chell. Damn it! Wait, Emil! And we're right back where we started again, with everyone running off. Pardon that rash display, and here I call myself a paragon of ladylike decorum. I say decorum, she says decorum. Birds of a feather, you know. Yuden, will you bring Emil back? I could, sure, but I think it might be better if you went, don't you? If I went, he'd simply end up obeying my commands as a matter of course. That would be far from securing his genuine cooperation. If we want him to work with us in the truest sense, he needs to come back of his own volition. In that respect, I think he'd stand to benefit most from the counsel of his little brother. You think so? I do. So please, go and take care of him. Something's a little sussy about that face. Okay, we'll figure something out. She looks a little bit too pleased, if you know what I'm saying. Emil, please, I want to talk. Not this way. Where are you, Emil? Leonidas, why? Why save me? There you are, brother. I've been looking for you. What do you want, scum? Did Chell send you here to drag me back? Look! She's living in my head so rent-free, I'm running my Oz! Please stop. It avails you nothing to be so negative. Those of us that remain have to work together if we want out of this crisis. How can you be so calm? What do you know about how I feel? Leonidas died because of me! If only he hadn't protected me, he'd still be... Damn it, why? He's the one who went on and on about surviving. Why would he risk everything for my sake? He had to have known that the one who was really supposed to die there was... That's enough, Emil. We still don't know for certain that Leonidas has even died. And do you really think Leonidas was thinking of it the way you're describing? What do you mean? Explain! Scum. Yeah. Take that. He said that in order to survive here, we had to join forces and cooperate. When he protected you, he believed that was necessary too. I'm sure he doesn't regret doing it. That is all wild speculation at best. Maybe so, but I believe. Leonidas isn't the kind of man to rush in half-cocked. Woo! Surely you realize that, Emil. You talk like you know everything, little brother. But, you may be right. Ever since we were young, I've been jealous of our brother's strength. Not just his martial prowess or leadership, but his strength of will. I just realized that my Emil voice kind of has the same inflections as my Chell voice, but with a different voice, which is the part that I'm not really good at. Well, I'm even looking. Oh, I'm looking over here to check on the recording, just to see if I'm still on camera. I'm not looking at the chat. No chat to interact with. That is why I wondered why he came to my aid. Why did he take a hit from me, of all people? I just don't know. My head has been a mess of emotions ever since. I feel so apathetic for being protected, but also happy. Neil? Yuta knows exactly what he's talking about, but you know, this is all new stuff for Emil. Go back to Chell, Yuden. I'll come back shortly. Okay. We'll be waiting for you, brother. Oh, Leonidas. I sure like doing the whole oh name thing. You're finally back? Honestly, did you ever stop and Honestly, did you stop and smell every rose on the way? Shall I? Don't just stand there slack-jawed. Come here and eat. I must say, I outdid myself with this dish. Why, this is Leonidas' favorite, curry! How in the world did you manage to make curry on a deserted island? Oh, a true lady has her ways. Reflect well upon your sister's kindness through this meal. Now, eat up, boys! Shouldn't we be thinking about our next move instead? We can talk about that after we eat. First, we must cultivate the strength to fight. You did come back to fight together with us, yes? His jerk-ass instincts attempted to come through, but, you know, sometimes you You just gotta relent. So, Yoden, hand me my curry, and make it snappy! Coming right up. We're all getting together in our own dare ways. Now then, it is time for us to discuss what comes next. What are your thoughts? I want to avenge Leonidas. No, I must avenge him! Brother. That actually could have been a good time to go with a double meaning, oh brother. Leonidas died protecting me from that fiend. I can't let his sacrifice be in vain. That's why to beat that monster, I want us to cooperate. Oh no. You sounded like the Fawns trying to apologize. Oh, for the love of... If you want us to cooperate with you, just say so. Listen, I was trying to figure out how to phrase it. Oh, I forget how fun it is to watch you squirm. What? Who says I was... It's okay, Emil. We're siblings. We know what you want to say, even without the words. And now I'm being lectured by my younger brother. The impudence of it all. I suppose I will look at justice once. I say as I gesture with a stylus instead of a finger. Okay, listen up. I could have done this by myself, honestly, but I am going to grace you with the opportunity to help me. Narrator! Stop giving me the rolling R's! Sorry. We siblings shall band together and avenge our brother, Leonidas! And that is the will to fight. The will to carry on, pardon me. And look, it's Leonidas. Therefore, this chapter is going to be in his honor, because clearly he must have died from the fall. The day before the plan is put into motion. If we are to fight a powerful enemy, we need a plan of attack. That said, we are limited in our options here. Our strategy will have to be suitably simple. Since Emil does not like the rolling R's, I would have to do it for 2, 3, or 4 even. First, we would have to do a decoy run around the island and lure the targets out. I vote for Yoden. Motion passed, and you'll be joining him. What? Why do both of us need to go? We have 2 targets, so it'd be more effective to have 2 decoys. Or are you afraid of being bait? Fine. I'll do it too, damn you! After we've lured the fiends, what then? Oh! Why, I will send our targets directly to the depths of the underworld. I'll ice them. On the day of the plan. How did I get stuck with this blasted job? Rawr! Oh, that was close! Rawr! Damn it! It's the other one! Hang in there, Emil. We're almost to our destination. Shut up! I don't need you to narrate every step of this process! Leave it to that man up there! I'm just trying to think about how I can get Emil to point at me. Wait, this? Yeah. Leave it to the man up here! So be silent! Oh, there's the two of them. Together at last. I always thought, did you see, what was his name again? Ruler of the Island. Did you ever see Ruler of the Island A and Ruler of the Island B together in the same room at one time? Dealing with both fiends at once is rough. Especially since I don't have my 6-star weapons. That was a rock, alright. Ha! Angry that I cast a stone at your beastly mug? Come and get me then! Technically, Emil is on the board and the ruler of the island is not, so... That man's got some cojones! If you're going to attack, then say so! Thanks, Emil. You did that to help me. I told you to shut up! Weren't you the one who said we siblings can communicate without words? Spare me the incessant gratitude! Loud and clear, Emil. And go, you insect! Okay, this is the destination. Whoa, finally made it! You both got a daring escape. Now it's my turn to take the stage. Rawr! No! They're headed very straight for me! Oh! Be calm, Emil. I will deal with them presently. Here you go! What was that? Wait, what was that? Rawr! Yes! One of the monsters is caught in the pitfall trap! Serves you right, beast! At the bottom of the hole is a seaside cave where I cooled off from about a heat stroke. Naturally, I've filled it with traps. Astolfo and Venti and all the traps you could imagine. Felix, that's what I was thinking of. I don't believe that will be the end of the fiend, but at the very least, it will keep it occupied while we fight the other. The other? Where's the other? Yes, our stratagem is flawless. Now we have but to crush the remaining wretch. I don't even care that I rolled my other time. I'm just writing a high. I will show him no mercy. Go forth, Uden. Avenge Leonidas. Show them no mercy on my behalf. No, not yet. The enemy still hasn't fully fallen into the pit. I mean, they got tentacles that they can use to crawl their way out. What? This knave doesn't know when to give up. Hurry up and knock it down then. Huh? Oh no, they're protecting each other. Got in the way and blocked my attack. Must I do everything around here? Ha! Oh! Emil! No! This is bad. We could be in real trouble. You need to work on your end game. That voice, it can't be. Ah, down the hole you go. Oof. Eunice? I don't believe it! You're alive! And looking hotter than normal. Goodness me. Look at that back shot. Did you really think I'd perish from such a trifling fall? Leonidas, I'm glad you're alright. Save your joy for later. We have a battle to finish! The fiend that fell into the trap yet lives. Someone has to go in there and deliver the killing blow. And this is where the eldest brother must get interrupted, apparently. Wait, Leonidas. I'll do it. You will? The fiend's on his last legs, right? You and I should be plenty enough to defeat it. I'll go in your place. But you? Over the course of our lives, I have gazed long at your back, Leonidas. Don't blame you. But I cannot remain that way. I want to be stronger. You said we siblings had to work together to survive, didn't you? So lean on my strength for once. You've grown a little. Very well. I trust you to have no objections. None. I'll abide Emil's decision. We're counting on you, Emil. I don't need a blessing of a bumbling insect to do what I must. Just make sure you don't screw up yourself. Later. Look at that character development. Well, you heard him. Now, Yuden, I trust you have my back. You bet. I stand poised and ready as well. Then let us finish this. Show this riffraff the power we siblings possess. Ha! And then it is straight on to the epilogue. Rescued at last. Let's see what happens. Do they defeat the monster? Or do they just sit down and have tea? Whew! A rather tenacious foe. I hate it when they don't know when to quit. This is no time for chatter. It comes! Yuden, Chell, time your attacks together with me! Right. I'm ready anytime! Don't be late. Go! Our foe recoils. Now's our chance. Crush it, Yuden! What? My weapon broke. It's a good thing. It's a good thing that this isn't one of my gacha weapons or one of my crafted weapons. Otherwise, weapon durability on something that takes months to build would be just awful. Yuden! Oh! Oh man! Jill just got knocked away. She just lost a stock. No, Chell! You will regret that, fiend! You didn't... Chell, are you okay? I'm not sure. I might need mouth to mouth. That's really sus, Chell. I hesitate to say I am. We cannot continue this battle apace. It's time we turn to our last resort. What do you mean? I mean this. Don't worry about me. I have this. The enemy is weakened, so this should be enough to defeat them. Wait, Chell, if we use that now... I know what you're going to say, but if we fall here, it will all come to nothing. Am I wrong? No, you're right. Okay, I'll use it. Good. Now go, Yuden, and remember that mouth to mouth. Okay, just pass out. something? Huh. Sorry it took so long. Leave the rest to me. I assume that means you have a plan. Very well, I'll leave you to it. Ah, and your weapon was destroyed, yes? I'll let you borrow mine. Treat it well. Thank you, Leonidas. I thought the thing that Shell gave him was a weapon, but we'll see. Give them hell, Uden! Here I go! Ha! Now, this will end it! Warida! Dang. You blew a hole straight through it. After much hardship, victory is at last ours. Yeah, but we used up the smoke cannon. You won't be able to signal to our friends for help. No need to worry about that. Chell, you're okay? Yes. More importantly, look to the sea. Hmm? We couldn't make a boat graphic, so we just made a shining light. Oh, it's a merchant ship. Do you think... Yes, no doubt they noticed the smoke from the cannon and have come to our rescue. Finally we're saved. Yes, and so our brief stint as island castaways comes to a close. Meanwhile, with a meal, later. Aboard the ship Karpath, mess hall. This certainly was a harrowing experience. A harrowing experience. Rather dire for a vacation, all things considered. You got that right. When we boarded the ship in Spinopolis, I never would have dreamt it would sink and strand us all on an uninhabited island. By the way, where's the meal? Indeed, but we made it through the ordeal. For that, we should be grateful. Just goes to show how much we siblings can achieve when we work together. Leonidas, you look glum. Less glum and more preoccupied. By what? Oh, I know. Are you pouting because you alone are the only one who missed out on a serving of my famous curry? You made No, that's not it. There's something else on my mind. I just can't shake the feeling that we've forgotten something. Really? We're gonna womp on them leaving a meal behind? A meal! Achoo! Damn it all! So much for jolly cooperation! I knew the day I was born into this accursed family! I'm trying to hold up my arms all ruefully, but the camera's very zoomed in. They even do the iris close on him. Hilarious. I wonder if they're ever going to call back to that. The fact that he was left behind on the island. That's hilarious. Anyhow, we are now going to pivot over to some adventurer stories. Hope y'all had fun. I know I did. Why am I checking? Why am I checking my Discord? I'm not live. I have to make the most of my time. Probably should have had the adventurer stories ready. Let's see. Gala Audric Story. Dragalia Lost, Gala Audric's full adventurer story. Wow, it takes 44 minutes to go through. Interesting. In any case, let's roll on in. Alright, Gala Audric's full adventurer story. And we can go ahead and full screen this. Oh, nope. Gotta switch on over my stuff, my things. Everybody find this video, like it, and subscribe to Hunter's Lodge. This is their video after all. Kind of looks like my interface, except the tops and bottoms are not cut off there. Let's see. Please note that this story contains spoilers for Chapter 15 of the main campaign, the Fractured Futures event, and Audric's adventurer story. Viewer discretion has been advised. We recommend reading the aforementioned events first for maximum enjoyment. Do you think they ever give a warning before you read any gacha adventurer story? It's just like, oh yeah, in order to enjoy this, you need to have read Gala Audric Story. So go ahead and roll for him, peasant. Ah, we get to hear voices. Ah, looks like Yuden's name is Lorik in the Hunter's Lodge world. It's fine by me. So this is a flashback to when Yuden experienced his blue screen of death. Oh, damn. That actually hits harder when you get the original VA. At least not in this reality. Hey look, actual female VA. No, he's helping explain it to us. Have a Snickers. Ugh, that was low-hanging fruit, even for me. Really? Not even gonna give the silver lining that it made Yuden? Yeah, that easily could have been you in the same situation. Yep, that's not the first time they refer to it as a world of ruin. Actually, that was Zena's world they were talking about. Oh, we're gonna get a flashback. Yeah, he wasn't exactly dealt a very good hand. He had to make some decisions. It's such a common occurrence. And Yuden. Oh, that... So I got it in one. He grew up healthy. Like I said, that could have easily been you. You are getting really preachy. Yes, the world does differ. Anybody put in those really extenuating circumstances would have acted similarly. I would have expected you to make a reference to the butterfly effect. However, that is Cleo's voice? Wow. Cleo has such the low voice in the NA. Such a shame we never got anything of this like. Uh-oh. Yuden's come down with something. Looks like it's time for Audric to step place in Aurelius' shoes. Mate. Audric was taken from causality. I can't get over that being Cleo's JP voice. This is extreme sickness. The cure is... Don't keep us hanging. Oh. It was irrelevant what the cure was. Oh, wow. Well, you didn't just casually almost dying and then getting saved by Audric. That's a good question. Who would tell him about it? It's not that unlikely, I have to imagine. In highly creative and ironic ways, if we're lucky. There you go, now you're getting it. And that's what's beautiful about them. That's why we're fighting. Kind of funny how they bring up possibility. I mean, Audric was gone before we started talking about possibility. That's part 1. We're about 10 minutes in. Nice, eh? No. I really forgot to turn on my desktop audio, did I? It's a good thing that I had to sneeze, although then I would have looked at if I peaked the microphone or not. All right. So the first 10 minutes of this, we have no audio. I'm not re-recording. We're keeping this moving. If I had chat here, they would have said, "Hey, the sound's off." There you go. There's the sound. Oh well. At least that makes it absolutely certain that we're not going to get copyright struck for those 10 minutes specifically. Well, not struck, claimed. Very distinct things. Putting it mildly.
じゃあ、この街が寂れているのは世界の違いってわけじゃなさそうだね。ここまでの道々で評判は聞いていたが、ひどいものだな。往来に人がほとんどいないね。これじゃまるで滅んだ国のようだよ。
What's actually happening here then?
まあ、無理ない。新皇帝陛下に見つかると、どんな難癖をつけられるかもわからないそうだからね。
So this is where Emil comes in. Because remember, this whole stream is this whole VOD is about Emil. 支配下から離れ、どうなっているかと思っていたのだが、まさか民たちに魔人の支配を懐かしがられるとはな。
これも私の罪か。はい。まったく聞き飽きたよ。
Stop being so edgy. Pull up the corners of your mouth and smile a bit, Audric.
子育ての才能がなかったのは確かだろうけどね。
言葉もないな。だが、なればこそ私は席を追わねばならぬ。
Funny.
席を追うって何をするつもり？
The fact that, like,
あれは。
You tell him, stop beating yourself up. Let me beat you up a little bit.
ここだここだ。ここに俺様の銅像を建てるんだ。それも
That's exactly the voice I was imagining in his version.
巨大な銅像ですか。しかしそのようなものを建てるほど広い場所では。
場所？この辺りを真っ平らにすればいいだろうが。
What do you think you're doing?
この辺りの家を取り壊すということですか。
TTD?
それでは民の生活が。
What's the name of that game? Open TDD. There you go.
平民の家と俺様の銅像とどっちが大事かもわからんのか。
Damn. Those are fields of people's houses, sire. So, they should have thought about that before
Emil.
becoming peasants.
己が何を口にしているのか分かっておるのか。
落ち着きなよアスラム。今あんたが飛び出していっても事態は悪くなりこそすれ。よくはならないよ。
分かっている。今の私はただの旅人だからな。せめてこの姿を覚えている者がいれば。
Or is there? Besides Cassandra, at least.
エミュール殿下。いえ、陛下。
マグナスか。
Magnus. Have you seen Magnus
Here
yet?
この件は私にお任せいただけませんでしょう。
I don't quite recall seeing Magnus.
お前に
But you know how my memory is anyway.
いいだろう。俺の期待を裏切るなよ。
必ずや陛下のお心に沿う結果にしてご覧に入れましょう。
Now, why is someone who looks so upstanding being so cooperative?
マグナス様、よろしいのですか。
Unless something about to happen.
勅命だ。我らは従うのみだ。
Well, then there you go.
あれはマグナスではないか。
マグナス。どこかで聞いたことがあるような。ああ、確かエミュール坊ちゃんの教育係の騎士だったかね。
正義感が
Less said
強く
about
何よ
what
り
he
人に
did
お
for
もね
him,
る
the
ことは
better.
なかった。王子にも余計な気の使い方はするまいと思って任じたが、まさかあのような命令にダクダクと従うなど信じられん。やはりこのままにはしておけぬな。
I must interfere.
また忙しくなるな。だが今は。
マグナス、エミュールの尻拭いをさせるためにそなたを教育係に任じたわけではないぞ。
Huh.
何者だ。陛下に対し無礼を申すならば容赦せぬぞ。
Is Magnus that
この顔
devoted?
に見覚えはないか。マグナス。
まさか。いや、
Better get explaining, Audric. You're gonna give him a heart attack.
死んだはずの人間が何十年も前の姿で現れる。確かにこんなバカな話はないね。
Yes, exactly.
宮廷魔術師殿まで。それもあの頃の姿のまま。私は夢でも見ているのか。
そう思ってもらってもよい。死後の世界より九種が忠告に来たのだとでもな。
The ghost of Christmas past.
そうですか。確かにアローラス陛下であれば王都のこの状況を
So
見過ごせぬ
you
でしょう。
know very well that things are not going as
自
they
分で
should.
も分かっておるようだな。ならばなぜ何もせんのだ、マグナス。そなたは高潔で不正を嫌うこと、私以上のものがあった。不実は許せぬと噛みつかれたことをよく覚え
Are
て
we
おる。
gonna get a flashback? Or maybe a
そ
sleep
のよう
through
な
it?
こともありましたな。お恥ずかしい限りです。
恥じることはない。私はそのようなそなただからこそエミュールには適任と任じたのだ。かつてのそなたであれば誰よりもそなた自身がこの王都の惨状を見過ごせぬはずだ。
So, what's the difference
なぜ
between then
エミュ
and
ールを
now?
放置している。
Explain.
非道を諌め必要とあらば忠することすら辞さぬのがそなたの役目ぞ。
So yeah, Audric is asking to explain. Come on, Magnus.
答えよマグナス。王自らのご家紋である。沈黙は許されぬ。
まるで数十年の時が吹き飛んだかのようです。かつて宮廷魔術師殿に還元されたことを思い出します。
Yell at me more.
あんたはアローラス以上の偏屈者だったからね。宮廷魔術師としては小言の一つも言いたくなるさ。
そうでしたな。懐かしい限りです。
get to the explanation.
ああ。だが急行を温めに来たわけではない。答えを聞こう、マグナス。
エミュール様を信じているからです。
信ずるとは。
Maybe a little bit too much.
エミュールの何を信じている？
その才を。
Explain.
エミュール坊ちゃんのかい？
おっしゃりたいことはわかります。確かにエミュール様はご兄弟の中で最も陛下に似ておられぬ。
要するに統治者としての才能に乏しいってことだろう。
Go
そう
straight for
い
the
う見方
jugular.
もできますが、ですがエミュール様は誰よりもそのことを自覚しておられます。エミュール様は自分一人では何もできないと強く感じているのです。それは剣王と呼ばれたアローラス陛下にもなかった統治者としての才覚だと私は思ってい
He
ます。
just needs a chance.
そなたがエミュールの才を買い、その未来に期待を寄せているのは分かった。だがエミュールの横暴によって民は今苦しんでいるのだ。それを見過ごしては統治とは言えぬ。
分かっております。エミュール様に王たる自覚が芽生えるまで我ら
You
がお
really
支
think
えすれ
that
ば
kind of
よい
thing
と。
is just gonna grow over time?
そなたの忠義は立派なものだが、王たる自覚なく子孫の冠をいただくのがそもそもの過ちではないのか。王と名乗ったからにはエミュールには責がある。自らが負うべき責がな。それを負えぬというのであれば、もはや王たる資格はない。
あなたは正しい。それでこそ我が敬愛するアローラス陛下だ。ですがエミュール様にとってはどうでしょう。
I have no idea what he's asking there. Even Audric is confused.
エミュール様は人一倍どうにかなりたいという気持ちをお持ちだ。常にもがき、手助けを欲しがっている。
As the
な
blustering
らば
types
支
usually do.
え、助けるのが親というものではありませんか。
そなたにエミュールの親になれと命じた覚えはないのだがな。
ええ、私とてそのような大それたことを申したくはありません。ですが、なすべきものがなさぬなら致し方ない。
A choice had to be made, and Magnus made it.
失礼ながら今のエミュール様に足りておられるのはあなたです。
Ooh.
陛下、
Clapping back.
あなたは正しい。あん
Is this the
暴
Thanksgiving
君であれ
table?
ば拝するべし。名君たればこそのご判断だ。しかし
A little
我が子の未
preview
来
of
を切り捨てようとな
all
さ
the
るそのご
arguments
判断、
coming in 2 days.
父として正しいとは思えません。
父としてか。
So Aurelius had no faith in Emil, huh?
どうしてうまくいかない。なんで誰も俺を認めないんだ。
エミ
So I'm guessing the whole point was that Aurelius figured that Emil needed the kingly virtues like just chiseled into him, when Magnus actually saw the great trappings, but because of already saw the makings of a great ruler, Magnus saw, but Aurelius thought he's not ready to assume any responsibility until he has been appropriately carved, hollowed out, chiseled, really been put through the ringer. And since that seems to never happen, Aurelius never really gave Emil that opportunity, and according to Magnus's faith, that was depriving Emil of the one thing he required, a chance, an honest chance, and probably some support. No, having Aurelius stand back, saying, "I trust in your judgment," and then saying, "Good lad," whenever something came out right. Because, it looked like Aurelius had a really hands-off approach. just because he was kind of waiting for a moment that was never going to happen. And, yeah, Emil needs to be worked on, and Aurelius was the one who needed to work on it, and, it's kind of like that whole, he was, the one portion that Aurelius needed to do, he needed to do himself, but he never got around to it. It's just well, Emil is, I'm waiting for Emil to grow up, but that's my responsibility. I kind of forgot that, speaking as Aurelius. So I'm guessing that's what Magnus is getting at. Alright, so it looks like Audric is going to do something to rectify this, this state of affairs. Emiru.
誰だ。しばらく誰も入ってくるなと命令したはずだぞ。そんな、まさか。
Wow. Emil recognizes Audric right away.
この姿で父とわかるのか。
だって肖像画が残ってる。戴冠式の絵なんて何度も見たことか。
Emil's crown envy led him to recognize his father's face.
あれは美化が過ぎると下げさせたはずだが。
そうだよ。倉庫に入り浸って何度も何度も。俺もこんな風になるんだって。
Damn.
エミュール。
いや、騙されないぞ。父上は死んだんだ。
Emil really just pulling that heartstring, huh?
確かに死んだ。だがこのままでは死にきれぬと、こうして参ったのだ。これが父からの最後の還元だと思って。
Final admonition.
最後の。
エミュールよ。この王都の惨状はどうしたことか。お前の横暴のせいで町は荒れ、民は嘆いている。王都より逃げ出す者も少なくないと聞く。銅像などを作らせる前に王たる者の責務を全うするべきではないのか。
Maybe you should do a little bit of listening.
責務。父上まで。
It looks like Audric hasn't
あ
fully
んた
learned.
までそんなことを言うのか。ずっとそうだった。王としての責務、王族の役割、そればかりだ。言われなくてもできるならやるさ。
Then why can't you?
父上にわかるか。何をやっても兄上ならこうだ、姉上ならどうだと言われる気持ちが。そして一生かけてもこの人たちみたいになれないと分かってしまうこの惨めな気持ちが。
Let it out,
何
man.
も兄の真似をする必要はない。自分でできるだけのことをすれば。
Uh-oh.
したさ。だけど足りないんだよ。王族としては物足りない。これでは王の責務は果たせない。
You push
そう
the
言われる。
adequacy
だ
button.
からぶっ潰してやろうと思ったんだ。王の責務も何もかも全部。
エミュール。
He needs a head pat and a hug. Damn.
父上だけはそれでいいと言ってくれたのに。
Wait, he did?
何？
Oh.
王子が重荷なら捨ててしまえばいい。責務が不要なら壊してしまえばいい。そう言ってくれたのに。
That's what the Aurelius of this world said.
私が？いや、そんな覚えは。そうか。私ではな
Thank you
く、
for repeating what I
この
just
世
said,
界の
Audric.
アローラスか。
その父上が今さら責務を果たせと、そういうのか。
アローラスはエミュールとそんな話をしていたのか。
The voice actor for Emil is really putting
王
in
と王子
his
の立場
all.
でしか子供たちと話をしてこなかった。親とこの会話はあっただろうか。
There you
エ
go.
ミュールの悩みにも気づきながら、王族として生まれたなら仕方がないと思っていたのではないか。 この世界のアローラスは違ったということか。
I just want to know, what's the deal with the portrait swaying back and forth? I understand it's supposed to take the place of him, I don't know, maybe having shifty eyes or really thinking. It gets kind of distracting sometimes.
私よりも子供たちを大切に扱おうとしていた。私が触れようとしなかった親子の愛情を大切にしたのかもしれぬな。
分かっていたさ。父上がわざわざ俺みたいな落ちこ
Oh
ぼれを
no,
相
he
手に
just
はしないっ
undid
て。
everything that this world's
あの
Aurelia
時の
strived
言葉だ
for.
ってその場限りのおざなりなものだったんだろ。
ならば今のエミュールに私ができることは、エミュールよ、すまなかった。
Oh, ooh.
確かに責務とは背負うものであり、背負わされるものではない。背負えと強制するのは間違っていた。よいかエミュール、私はお前が劣っていると思ったことはない。むしろ王にふさわしいと思ったこともあった。
嘘だ。
Oof. The fact that he didn't scream it.
そもそもアルベリアは武断的に過ぎるのだ。問題の解決方
So
法
the
が
thing is,
力に偏りすぎてい
do
る。
you mean all this, or are you just
Leonid
telling
Shiro,
Emil what he wants to
Shiro.
hear?
力を見せつけ相手を屈服させるという方法には長けている。それがゆえに他の方法を選択できる時でもそうせぬところがある。これでは国に騒
Okay,
乱を
he's
招
using
きかねん。
facts and logic.
その点お前は幼い頃より絵画や株など平和的な物事への興味が強かった。実際差異もあっただろう。お前が書いたアルベリウス王の戯曲には感心したものだよ。
あの戯曲をご存知だったのですか。
ああ、文人の王として武断に偏ったアルベリアを変えてくれるかもしれぬと、そ
Well
う思った
then,
こともある。お前がその道を歩めなかったのは私のせいだ。許せ、エミュール。
そんな父上が謝ることなど
really?
いません。
Emil being
い
humble.
や、政治軍事に長けた者たちを重用しすぎた。これではああいう風になると指示をしているようなものだ。
That is a good point.
だからこ
We
そ
never knew
お前
about
も
what Alberia
そう
was
ならね
like
ばならんと
before
思い、
the story
慣れ
started.
ない自分を卑下するようになっていったのだろ
We just assumed that it was a nice, idyllic
う。
Hamlet
私の罪だ。
just because of the way Yuden came out.
父上。
だがエミュール、これだけは覚えておいてくれ。今、
So
お
Alberia
前
was
は
really
私と同じ
militaristic,
罪を犯している。
and that wasn't
民た
just
ち
a
に背負えぬ
facet
責
of
務を
it.
強要し、責務から逃れることも許さぬのでは、民はどうすればよい。
You're passing on your
お
misery,
前は誰より
Emil.
もその辛さがわかるはず。ならばそれを人に押し付けるのはやめよ。
Mm-hmm.
わかるな。
Do you wish that someone could have swooped in and made you less miserable? Well, you can do that for your
私の罪は
subjects.
もはや取り返しがつかん。だからこそ、お前には私と同じ鉄を踏んでほしくはない。
So let me get this straight. In being the least like Aurelius in terms of might, Emil ended up being the most like him in terms of his outlooks. Interesting. This is some valuable storytelling right here.
ないのだ。私が言いたいのはそれだけだ。遺言と思い、忘れずにいてほしい。
待ってください、父上。どこへ行かれるのですか。俺を導いてはくれないのですか。
言っただろう。私はすでに死んでいる。死者がいつまでも現
Just
世に
the
残っておるわけに
wishful
はいかん。
thinking
お前のそばには
of a child with a
頼れ
past
る者が
father.
多くいる。意見をよく聞き、 助けてもらうのだ。
You had to ask, you know.
父上父上
さらばだ、エミュール。お前が良き王になることを祈っている。
Why is this so much more emotional and hard-hitting than the main campaign? Then again... Ooh. Hello? Then again, I think that goes for a lot of the side stories. Because the main campaign, it has to just keep up with introducing gameplay mechanics and advertising new characters, while these side stories are under no such obligation. They don't need to have trailer moments or really drive forward the plot. They can really sit down and take their time and really go into the characters and enrich the world that we have, such as the duality of these live service games. Gacha games, live service, whatever you want to call them. What is the other term? Games as a service. There you go.
ここが王家の書物庫かい。宮廷魔術師の時すら入れなかった場所に来られるなんて感無量だね。
表には出せぬものを封印する役目もある書庫だからな。歴代の王以外入ったものはわずかだろう。
王家の後ろぐらい部分が詰まっている場所ってわけかい。
残念ながら否定はできぬな。本来ならあるべき場所ではないのだろうが。
So yeah, we hide all our misdeeds here.
王朝なんてものは綺麗事だけじゃ済まないからね。今はしっかりと活用させてもらおうじゃないか。
ああ、まずはネデウやベベットのことが書かれている書物を探そう。当時のアローラスの手記のようなものが見つかれば一番だが。
手記ね。無駄だとは思うけど。まあ一応探してみようじゃないの。万が一ってこともあるしね。
So this is kind of really explaining how Aurelius knows, Audric knows so much that helped out in the
どう
main
もダメだ
campaign.
ね。どの記録にも通り一遍のことしか書いてない。
Of course, you wouldn't expect that to be in
第
the
五
public
幼児
library.
の力を危険と判断したとか、既得の第七幼児を救うのに妖精国に助
The
けを求め
public
たとかはある
private
けど、
library.
あんたの知りたいのはそういうことじゃないんだろう？
そうだな。この世界でかつて何が起きたのかは理解した。だがベベットのこともネデウのことも、当時のアローラスがなぜそんな判断をしたのかが理解できぬ。まるで自ら混乱の種を作りに行っているようにさえ思える。少なくとも理屈にあった行動ではないな。ならば理屈を超える何かがあったと考えるしかない。その何かが何なのか、それが分かればと思ったのだが。
A love of family?
私の
Or
知
did
るア
you
ロ
not
ー
learn
ラ
this
スって
lesson
男は
already,
さ
old man?
そういう私的な感情を書き残すやつじゃなかったけど、あんたは違うのかい？
そうだな。まずは己の武将を食いるべきか。
ね、
And
どうす
there
るん
goes
だ
the
い？
edgelord again.
調べてない本はいくらでもあるけど、まだ探すかい？
いや、無駄だろう。これ以上探しても数百年前の記録を目にするだけであろうからな。
So then what do we do
それ
now?
に取ろうというわけでもなかった。興味深いものも見つけたぞ。
興味
Explain.
深いもの？
この書だ。私もまだ軽く読んだだけだが、一時的にドラゴンと意識や記憶の共有を行う術について記されているようだ。
That's
見た
just
と
as
こ
with
ろ
the dragon.
簡易的な契約の一種のようだな。
どれどれ？ははー、なるほど。ドラゴンとの契約がなければ王になる資格がないのがこの国だけど。
But
ああ、王家に生まれれば皆契約ができるとは限らぬ。かつての王の中にはこの術でごまかした者も
oh,
い
so
る
they
のだろう。
used the diet pact in order to keep up
王たる資
appearances.
格なき王か。まさに王家の暗部ってわけだね。でもこれを使ってあんたは何をしようって言うんだい？ 今さら王たる資格を得るつもりでもないだろう。
当然だ。私が気になったのはドラゴンとの意識の共有の方だ。
Okay.
それを使えばこの世界のゾディアークとの意識の共有ができるかもしれん。
ゾディアーク？なんでゾディアークと。
この世界のアローラスは死した後にマナとなってゾディアークと一体化したという話だったな。ならばこの秘術をもってゾディアークと意識を共有すればかつてのアローラスの考えを知ることができる。
Oh, there you go.
なるほど。そんな手があったかい。
そうと決まれば正常へと戻るぞ。早くゾディアークに会わねばならぬ。
So he didn't find his answer, but he found the way to find his
あんたは
answer.
本当にそれでいいのかい？はっきり言って私は感心しないね。
Never touch yourself in the past.
反対する理由がどこにあるのだ。
Explain.
あんたはね、この世界の人間じゃない。別の世界から来たアローラスだ。そしてこっちのアローラスはとうに死んでる。
どうした？なぜ今さらそんな分かりきった話を。
分かってないから言ってるのさ。あんたは自分のことを何にも分かっちゃいない。
A single
いい
thing
か
you
い？
say.
今この世界にアローラスがいるというのはありえない状態なんだ。私の考えが正しければ世界にはありえない状態を修復する断りが働いているは
Chain
ず
of
なんだよ。
causality.
つまりあんたはいつ世界から排除されてもおかしくない存在ってわけさ。
Or did they
私
already
が世
break
界から
that?
排除。
でも今のあんたは因果の
Okay, they
鎖を
already,
断ち切り
yeah,
世界
handled
との
it.
つながりさえも断った状態だ。そのために世界の断りからも外れた存在になってる。それが今のあんたを世界の断りから守っているんだ。ゾディアークとの意識の共有は契約の一種と言ったね。ならそれによって世界とつながる可能性がある。
And that
その
would
時
result in.
あんたの身に何が起こるのか、
Oh.
それは私
So
に
he'd
もわから
just
ない。
he would just be kind of broadcasting himself to the
世界の
natural
断
order
りがあ
saying,
んたを
hey,
排除
I'm
し
not
始め
supposed
る
to
のは
be
間
here.
違いない
Yank
だろう
me.
ね。
世界の断りが私を排除するか。聞くだに恐ろしいな。
アスラム、私は冗談を言っているつもりはないよ。自分のことを軽く考えるのはあんたの悪い癖だ。
いやすまぬ。冗談だと思っているわけではない。だが世界の断りとやらに抵抗することはできる
Way
のか。
far to the right. Hold on a second. What does my webcam look like? Let me see here. Can I? What happens if I? Nope. That's size. How far out does this go? It goes out of far away. Alright, this looks a little better. Oh wow, we still got a fair amount. We got one more chapter to go, I see.
それはまあ無理だろうね。言ってみれば世界の普遍的な決まり事なわけだから。
そうなのだろうな。ならば気をもんでも仕方あるまい。
So it's just like,
私
well,
は
if I'm
私が
gonna
すべき
go
と思った
sooner
こ
than
とをする。
later, I guess I'll just do what I came here to do and then go sooner.
たく、あんたって男は忘れてたよ。アローラスも昔っからそういうやつだった。きっとそっちの世界の私も苦労したことだろうね。
そうだな。
Oh,
カサンドラには返しきれぬ借りを作ったままになってしまった。
言っておくけど、その借りとやらを私に返そうとしないでおくれよ。聞いたことなかったけど、そっちの私は最後に笑って言ったんじゃないのかい？
mm-hmm.
ああ、そうだな。
How do you know that?
そうだっ
though?
たかもしれん。 わかるのだな、そういうことが。
わからないわけないだろう。その程度のことがさ。
My dear man.
行くのかい、アスラ。
I mean, even though you're from different worlds, the same fundamentals are still around and kicking. It's just like, if I were in this situation, here's how I'd think.
ああ、子供たちは北の妖精国へ向かっているようだ。私もまずは
so
そこ
this
へ向か
is prior to
う。
the
いろい
Fairy
ろと助
Kingdom.
かった、カサンドラ。
I mean, it
ま
has
た借り
to.
ができてしまったな。
Gala Audric didn't.
だったら
when Gala
せ
Audric
めて
appeared.
忠告くらいはちゃんと聞いてほしいもんだけどね。
すまぬな。
まあ何にせよ気をつけて行っておいで。あんたは昔から一人になると無茶ばかりする
Just
から
checking on
ね。
my recording time.
昔からか。つかぬことを聞くが、お前の目からは私とアローラスはどう見えているのだ。似ているのか、それともまるで違うのか。
あんた自身はどうなんだい？ゾディアークと意識を共有してアローラスの記憶を見たんだろう？やっぱり自分と同じ人物とは思えなかったのかい？
そうだな。アローラスの方が私よりは情に熱い気がするな。特に身内
Well,
に
the
対し
more
て随
things
分と気
change,
を
the
もむ。
more they stay the same in,
だが
in other
理解できぬという
very
ほどで
fundamental
はな
ways.
い。むしろ感銘を受けた。私はこれまでいかに己の犯した罪を償うかばかり考えていた。それが子供たちのためでもあるとな。だが子供たちに残せるものは食材以外にもあるのではないかとアローラスの記憶を知って思ったよ。
Unfinished business. In this
自
way,
分に感銘を
Audric
受け
is
る
kind
な
of
ど
like a ghost.
おかしな話ではあるがな。
ねえアスラム、あんたはさ、私の知るアローラスよりアローラスの理想に近いよ。
理想？
Explain.
アローラスはよく語っていたよ。王たるものこうであるべきだ、こうでありたいってね。だけどほとんどの人間がそうであるように、アローラスも自分が望む自分にはなれなかった。
That's hella
そういう意
relatable.
味じゃエミュール・ボッチャーも父親に似てたんだね。アスラム、あんたは望んだ自分になれたアローラスなのかもしれないよ。
何を言う。私とて己の望む自分には程遠い。後悔ばかりだ。
Yeah, Audric can only be that way due to some
ちょっと
very
マシ
extenuating
なアローラスってとこ
circumstances.
ろかね。そのあんたがダメな方のあんたに影響を受けるんだから面白いもんだ。
なるほど。理想通りに生きれば後悔ないというわけではないのかもしれないな。少なくとも私は子供に関しては失敗ばかりだ。その分までこの世界の子供たちに平穏を与えたい。アローラスもそれを望んでいるはずだ。
そうかい。
I
そ
thought
う
I heard him
気持ちが伝わるといいね。
pronounce Aurelius's name and it sounded
坊ちゃんたち
a
も
little
さ。
different than I have been saying it.
ああ、私もそう思っている。さて、そろそろ出発しよう。これまで世話になったな、カサンドラ。
なんだか根性の別れのようなセリフだね。何
You've
かあ
been
ったのかい？
hinting at it with all the red flags this entire time.
いや、
Come
そんな
on.
ことはない。これは
Death flags, death flags.
言葉の綾のようなものだ。
I mean, he has a red flag on his back.
その後どうなのさ。ゾディアークと意識を共有してから不調があったりはしないのかい？
世界の断りとやらの話か。さてな、別段変わったこともない。存外お前の取り越し苦労だったのではないか。
You're
そうかい。
you're just worrying
Nah,
too much,
you
Cassandra. It's gonna be fine, you know.
ああ、
Like they
No,
always
I
say
didn't.
before they're about to absolutely get
ま
bellied.
た会おう。
Light up.
あれでごまかせると思ってるのかね。 相変
precisely.
わらず下手くそなんだよ。嘘が。
One more minute, I see. Uh-oh.
やはりか。時折体が消えていくような感覚がある。これが世界の断りに排除されるということか。それにこの発作が起こる間隔が短くなっている気がする。私に残された時間は少ないかもしれん。だが止まるわけにはいかん。王として父として役目を果たす。この世界のアローラスの分まで。
Right on, Audric, for great
今行く
justice.
ぞ、子供たちよ。
Komotachio. And that is the end of Audric's story. Thank you for your service, Hunter's Lodge. Everybody, like this video and subscribe to Hunter's Lodge. As for me, let's see. So, let's see, Gala, Emil story. Oh wow, this one's nearly an hour. Well then, let's just get right to it, shall we? Chapter 1, The Death of Emil. Oh, that certainly is a nice cliffhanger to start things off on. How is this the death of Emil? Looks like it has something to do with Mercury and Paladins. But for right now, that is all the recording I can do. I shall return and do the other half of Emil's story. Be right back.